Hey,
What's
man.
going on?
Just on the first Twitter Spaces that we've been on ETH. This is pretty cool, actually.
Well, I see one of our influencers on here. What's up, free lunch?
Yo, what's up, Free? Gonna get a couple more speakers up here. I think R-Dub's out there somewhere. SquidGrow team members, if you want to come up, go ahead and request. I'll get you guys up here so that you can talk as well. Gonna give it another minute or two before we start getting into the good stuff so that you guys don't miss anything.
Yo, yo.
What's up, Dub?
No, not much, man. Not much. Just looking at charts.
Oh yeah, they're actually pretty exciting right now. Like you said to me earlier, seems like we're gearing up for a fairly pivotal move on
De-
Bitcoin.
Definitely. I just think they're gonna liquidate all the longs first and then go for it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
uh,
How many we got in here so far? Can you guys see?
um, just give me a second.
Not too many. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Share this space with your friends, everyone, if you can. We want to get this thing popping off here a little bit. Not going to be on too long, but we do have some exciting news to deliver at the end. And a couple things to review from this past week. It's been pretty exciting.
Is Shib here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah. How you going?
I'm right next to you.
Nice. Can see a few familiar faces.
Oh yeah, man, the Squid Grow army always shows up. Again, this is a tough time for Europe. So apologies to the Europeans out there. I know it's getting late, but it is going to be recorded, so you won't miss out on anything. You'll be able to hear it right when you wake up if you're in Europe. Well, I guess guys, we can kind of get into it. It's been 3 minutes now, so um, wow, what a crazy week. I know for you in particular, Shib. I mean, um, I was in and out of the voice chat with R Dub for part of that time while you were just handling business behind the scenes nonstop.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over. Um, obviously we were gearing up for it for some time. We had one little hiccup with enabling trading from the multi-sig, but outside of that, everything went off without a hitch. And we had our APR. There was an issue with our APR on our ETH contract side. Essentially, we use the API that we use for BSC. It's set up for the BSC blocks, which is 3 seconds a block, and we overlooked changing that to the ETH block, which is 12 seconds. So now that that's been sorted out, everybody's APRs are correct. Yeah, so it's for the most part, could have went just a little smoother. Always room for perfection, but I can't complain.
No, neither can I. I think it was handled beautifully, and from one thing to the next. Like we started with the week, getting ready for the ILO, right? And we ended up smashing that, raising over $1 million in right around 26 hours, which is incredible. The token trade in, was kind of chaotic. We had 40% of our supply from the BSC side moving over to ETH, so we had an extreme turnout there. And the whales were very helpful with us, making sure there was a decent amount left for the community to come over.
Correct.
That went pretty smoothly, I would say. And then the claiming function that the devs added in was amazing. That was, I think, flawless. No complaints there. And now here we are live on ETH. Big fat launch. is done and behind us, and man, ceiling is off.
Yeah, I mean, just to highlight, I mean, we did something pretty incredible. We raised, 540 Ethereum for the ETH liquidity, and obviously, 100% of everything was raised went to liquidity. And when the liquidity was moved from the ILO contract to the deployer, we provided the transaction hash for that to ensure, every fraction of the ETH that was raised made it to the deployer, and then obviously all of that went to initial liquidity. Definitely very happy with the turnout that we had and the support. Um, it is, always room for perfection. There's always room to, do things just a little better. It's kind of trial by fire, but all in all, I'm extremely happy with the turnout and the way that everything went down, and the community support and all the hype and everybody talking about us. I mean, dang, leading up to it, we were trending worldwide on Twitter. And when we weren't trending worldwide, we were trending in multiple countries. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, we got 1.1 million uh, hashtags on Twitter. That's pretty cool. And William Wallace set the goal of 1 million, and the community crushed that, and we exceeded that by 100,000. It was a pretty cool thing. So yeah, shout out to the community, for their turning out and their support, and being along in this journey with us. It's definitely very exciting times.
Oh yeah, it extremely exciting and only just beginning. I touched on it many times. SquidGrow, the last year of VSC was the kind of grassroots formation process for the project, and now it's we get to bigger and better things step by step. And those are not footnotes. The things you just mentioned, raising $1 million in the bear market with starting market cap of 23 million. That's pretty
Well,
incredible.
I was actually told. Now, I'm not going to spit this as fact, but this is what I was told, secondhand information, that the highest uh, pre-sale that was ever done on Pink Sale was 500 ETH, and although we didn't go to Pink Sale, we raised 540 ETH, which is a pretty incredible thing. Now, I have not verified that information; it was told to me, so don't repeat it as true fact, but it came from a reputable source. And if that is the case, we outraised what the highest earning pre-sale was on Pink Sale, which is pretty incredible. 540.40 ETH.
That's
Pretty
a crazy
incredible.
amount. It's absolutely insane amount. And not only like again that was people knowing that they're buying into a 20 million market cap, right? Like it's not like
Yep.
it's a brand new project and you're getting some private sale. And additionally, Ethereum is not really known for big free sales, right? It's mostly like alpha insiders and influencer plays where people get to buy in and stack their bags and then they get called later. There was none of that here. We launched at the same market cap that BSC was at the time the ILO began, and raised $1 million in 24 hours. Just 24 hours. That's actually incredible. And it's not like Bitcoin or the macro was bullish while we were going live either.
Agree. Definitely a hell of a turnout.
Yeah. So congrats to all the community members. Our job now is to create higher floors and follow through on the plans that we've been talking about for so long. So that's just what we're doing. And in the process and in between the next major events and rollout, we're going to make things fun. That's partially why we're here today, that we'll talk about here shortly with the contest that we're going to announce. But, community is everything, and we always want to make it fun for you guys. So I think you'll like what we have to announce at the end of this call as well. So, with that said, is there anything else, Shiv, that we want to tell them about this coming week, or should we just save that for maybe tomorrow or the next day? Stuff you and I and Dub spoke about earlier.
I mean, I'm giving you the reins on this one, my friend. So you play it how you want.
All right, well, go ahead, Dub.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like I'd already dropped a few hints in the main chat yesterday. Obviously, we're not gonna drop those bombs here today, but I will just remind everyone that there is you know And you've already got a pretty fair idea of what's going on anyway. Like you saw a few things yesterday, but there's definitely some really exciting stuff that has been secured in the background, and you'll all be hearing about that. I imagine probably over the next couple of days, and definitely over the next week or so as well.
Oh yeah, and Shib, we all got to see some pictures you posted in the SquidGrow chat earlier. That was pretty cool, man. It seems like Daniel Rodriguez, Fat Anthony, Pro the Doge. That must have been pretty cool experience meeting all those guys and hanging out with them.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely cool. Obviously, I know a good chunk of those guys already, and I've known them for some time. But always an opportunity presented itself to do a photo op, and that's exactly what we did. So, um, not really wanting to get into too much of that. Obviously, I mean, something went on yesterday. Shibtoshi didn't drive 7 hours round trip just to go have dinner. So, definitely making some moves. But another time and place, that will be brought to light, and I'm sure everybody can kind of figure out what's coming. But it was definitely a great experience. Definitely a good time.
Yeah, I love when you post those pictures, man, because there's still people out there that are like, Shibtoshi's fake. He's not a real person. He's just a lark, right? So there's every time you post pictures like that, it's just like silencing those voices one by one. It's like, oh my god, there he is. Looks like he's got the kick-ass mask on, but like he's actually interacting with people and doxing to them. Like
I mean,
what?
I'm definitely real. I see one person in here right now that actually knows me real life. Actually, a couple people actually, but one that I'm just particularly just happened to glance at. Um, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen you on video chat. We haven't got the privilege to yet, but I know Dub and you have, and see Bad Anthony up here and a couple others that know you. So yeah, he's definitely real, guys.
Oh
But
shoot, I overlooked Bad Anthony. My bad, bud. Oops. I was looking at somebody a little further down. But yeah, I mean, I'm a real person. I just want my privacy respected. I don't have an issue with doxing, depending on the situation. But on a mass scale, I don't need anybody trying to show up to my house, anybody trying to do my family any harm, and that's the reason why, I've opted to remain anonymous. Those that know me, and there's quite a few of them in this space that actually know me in real life, respect my wishes, and we have that understanding. But privacy, privacy is of importance, especially when you have, a family. So.
yeah, completely understandable, man. You don't have to tell us, but for those that are new and don't understand that, like when you look at Chib and who he is and what he's done in crypto, he's not just another crypto investor. It's obviously a whole different level. And when you look at guys that are like Shibtoshi, that you think about people at the highest level. To be honest, you look at like people like Elon and Jeff Bezos and Richard Brandt. Do you think these guys just walk around everywhere without a personal security detail? No, they don't, because they have to have a personal security detail because they're so high profile. So, choosing to remain anonymous, I think, is a very good thing because it allows you to live a normal life still without having to have, a security crew basically everywhere you go, like politicians or high grossing individuals like that. You don't have to put up with. I'm sure if Elon, Bezos, and those guys could walk around and not be bothered and be safe, they would love that. But the reality is when you're at that level and you become doxxed to the world, that is your new reality. So yeah, I think we all get that, man, and no need to dive too much into it. But yeah, Shib is definitely real, and we continue to see these awesome pictures you're putting out. I know the community likes it. I personally do. I'm always a little jealous each time. I want to be in there chilling with you guys.
Well, we tried. Yeah, I mean, we'll get you out here at some point, bud. Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, some people in the chat earlier were saying that Pro to Doge and I looked like each other, so we'll have to put
I,
that to the
I,
test.
I, 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 I'll be honest with you, man. Y'all definitely do look a lot alike. So,
That's funny.
it was pretty crazy, actually. After seeing you, and It's
Yeah,
definitely
us crypto guys don't
definitely
have time to get to the
definitely
pits.
resemblance.
We just like to just stay in our dungeon and do crypto. So I don't got time to go get fresh fades at the barber every day. They just let the hair go. So I can relate to Polar Doge on that.
Yep.
So I think we pretty much touched on everything. I just want to say congratulations to the community. We pulled it off. We're live on ETH. A lot of planning went into this. It was very stressful on the team's end, and it's a high profile move. You're not taking a fresh startup. You're talking a mature project with a lot of capital moving hands to different wallets or different blockchains. So it was a very stressful event. But we're done. We're out of the woods. We're on to greener pastures, onto the ETH side, and the ceiling is off, as I've said. So congratulations to everyone in the SquidGrow community. We successfully pulled it off. The pump that we all want, it's still out there and it will come. But sometimes you just have to be patient with these things and understand that SquidGrow is a different beast. It's built to last, and this is not just something that comes and goes. We're going to be around. We have plenty of time. So if you're looking at the market cap and you can't get your eyes off that, just stay tuned. So, with that said, I think we get to the contest. We wanted to keep this space rather short today, just to announce this and keep it recorded for anybody that wants to listen and hear the details. But Shib Dub, I guess before we say the contest, we can tell them that these spaces and voice chats are going to become more of a regular thing. Hey.
Yeah, definitely.
Correct.
And I just
Correct. Yes.
saw as well a message from Dan Moncada. I think he's at some kind of event, but he said he might jump into the space to say hello.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, guys, man, I'll take that. I'll take this moment real quickly. Just invited you up to speak, Daniel, if you want to. No worries if not. Just to recap the type of caliber of individuals that have come through SquidGrow in the last week or two alone. Now we've had shout outs from Wendy O, top female crypto YouTuber in the world. We've had Brian Evans come on board as a ambassador to the project. You guys all know Brian Evans now. I don't need to go into detail there. And we've got Daniel Moncada right here listening in the chat, who I know is down on a business trip. So all good if you can't come speak, brother. But it's an honor to have you join us and to be part of the SquidGrow family. And I could go on and on. We've got Bad Anthony, SquidGrow Joe, just absolute killers in our community, constantly putting out content for us, like Sesh and so many others. I'm going to forget a bunch of names, so I apologize. But I think it's worthy to mention. We've had tweets from influencers and high profile people on Twitter all over the place the last week, and a lot of these guys are going to be rolling with it for months and years to come. So very cool to see from our perspective the type of community that's growing here, both known and small investors alike.
Dan's just said he can't talk right now. I think he's at like Comic-Con or something, he said.
Oh yeah, I think it was Argentina or something. That's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
He's always going around doing signings and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and on that, we've got some stuff dropping tomorrow. I'm told at the very latest at some point in this week, but I was told that they're aiming for Monday. I'll just let everybody be surprised with what it is, but definitely some stuff coming out tomorrow. So pretty interested in that. Well, I guess I just contradicted myself, didn't I? I said Monday's gonna happen, and then I said at some point in the week. But so let me backtrack that. I don't want anybody to say Shibtoshi had to eat his words publicly. At some point this upcoming week, we will have some stuff coming out. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hopeful that possibly tomorrow, but it's outside of our hands. But definitely making moves in the background. Sometimes the community doesn't always see what we're doing. I'm sure yesterday majority of the community just saw, oh, Shibtoshi's not really around. Well, Shibtoshi was on the road driving, and tried my best not to crash my car on the long ass drive. So but obviously, after things were settled, I dropped some pictures in the chat, and everybody could kind of see what was going on to a certain extent. So definitely very exciting. We've got a lot of cool things planned for the community. and the project as a whole. Obviously, we're going to start gearing up for mass awareness of the project. I was told June, July, the next Crypto Gym TV show should be rolling out, should be airing. That's going to be worldwide coverage for us. We're a big sponsor of the TV show, so we're going to have our logos and website and QR codes plastered all over the place. Logos behind the judges, so anytime the judges are on camera, our logo's there. Definitely some very cool, unique things that we've got planned for the project. So it's all about spreading awareness. Obviously, we are in a bear market right now, but that does not mean that we're going to cease our work ethic, and we're going to continue to build, continue to spread awareness, and it's going to pay off. When the market turns back around, everybody's going to know who we are.
Yeah. I just want to add on top of that as well. I said this once earlier this week, and obviously, like the key focus for the last couple of, I guess, months really has been, the Ethereum launch. And a lot of work and planning has gone into this, and now we're here and we're live on Ethereum. We do have some obviously heavy hitters coming out over the next couple of days, weeks, and months to market the project as a whole. But really, outside of just marketing the project and the Ethereum launch, like the next real focus of attention as well will be on I guess bringing some attention to our utilities, which obviously there's no time frame at the moment on these things, but the next thing coming out obviously will be the NFT marketplace, and we look forward to being able to give a bit of a teaser on this soon as well, just so you guys are aware kind of what the um, what the process will be moving forward.
Yeah, man, that NFT marketplace is going to be pretty epic. It's not just like a lot of times when a project says NFT marketplace, I've seen this myself. It's just like just kind of gets teased and teased and teased, and never comes into fruition, or it finally comes out and it's just like a tack on fork. This is not that. This is a very serious.
Definitely not a fork. Very serious undertaking on this. A lot of money being spent on this, but it's going to be different than, in my personal opinion, I've not seen anything out on the market, anything close to this. So it's going to be unique. It's going to be different. It's our own touch. Those of us that trade NFTs in this space, you always wish that a platform, had integrated, some other kind of functions, maybe backed off less on some others. That's what we've added to our own. We've large circle of friends in the NFT space, and talking to everybody, and what does your marketplace you trade on need? What is it lacking? And we take that, and we're gonna run with it, and we've implemented it. So currently, we are pretty much done with the building of it. We are currently designing our logo for it, kind of going back and forth, trying to get it right, make it perfect. And then after everything is said and done and finalized, there's going to be a long round of audits on it, because obviously it needs to be safe and secure. And our audits are going to have audits, like always. And so there's not really a time frame on how long the audits will take. There's no doubt that whatever auditing company we go with, obviously Surtech's going to be one of them. They're going to do their very best to get it done for us as quickly as possible. And, assuming, everything goes smoothly with that, that will put us at, I believe, 7 or 8 audits with Surtech total. And I think the project with the most audits on Surtech's platform is, I believe, 9. So we're going to just bury that with all the utilities we have coming out. So definitely, we're top 5% on Surtech when it comes to security. We're going to continue to chip away at that score. Unfortunately, we lost a couple points doing the ILL trade-in. We are talking to Surtech, trying to figure out why exactly we lost points. Maybe it was the token distribution or loss of holders. We're kind of getting conflicting interests or information on that, but we still are highly rated, still top 5%. So we're just going to continue to chip away on that and try to far exceed everybody else.
Yeah, well said, guys. And I can't wait to deep dive this stuff more. It's it's really exciting to be able to unveil our utilities after this time. So looking forward to that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, any of the utilities that we're building, I mean, we obviously could have banged something out in a matter of weeks if we had forked it. You know, it'd save an awful lot of money to just copy somebody else's code, right? But there's nothing unique or different about that. You know, you're just copying somebody else's hard work. Nothing unique about it. Nothing different. Well, we don't want to do that here. We want to stand above. We want to be a cut above the rest. We want to be different. So we want to set the bar and the expectations for not only security but also our utilities. So that's what we're thriving to do. That's the vision here, and obviously give all of our community members and investors the opportunity to make some money, because why does everybody jump into crypto? They jump into crypto to make profits, make gains. You know, pay those bills, buy that car, medical bills, buy a house. You know, that's what it's about. That's why everybody kind of flocks to cryptocurrency. And you know, I just preach pull your profit. You know, but when you do pull profit, try to do it respectfully. Think about the other guys, you know, in the space. But
Yeah, well said, Stu. Well, I think we've teased quite a bit. What do you say before last thing? What's up, Huntsman? I had to prove you when I saw you jump up
Hey,
here.
what's up, guys? Jim,
oh man, what up?
I got my baby girl in my hands, so if you hear some screaming, that's what it is. It's not. I'm really excited about the staking and the Ethereum launch. So I don't want you to confuse my screaming with her screaming. So hey,
oh,
speaking
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful,
speaking of the
beautiful.
staking, what in your crazy mind made you decide to give 100% APR for the first month? And how much are
Oh,
you
we're
giving?
different around. We're different. So I'll tell you this. So since our new staking contracts went live on BSC, I'm not talking about the ones that we just launched, but the previous ones. Since September, when those went live, we gave out over $1.8 million in rewards. Um, and that's not even factoring in, that's just the staking pool. That's not factoring in the liquidity staking. And then the previous staking contracts, we've not factored that in. We're working on that now. But, you know, we want to, everybody said in the beginning, you know, when we came out with our high APRs, they're not sustainable. You can't sustain that. You're not going to be able to hold that for a month. You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. Oh, because, you know, your APRs are so high, you know, there must be something funny with the project. No project's going to do that, so on and so forth. Well, we're going to prove everybody wrong. We've held high APRs for an extended amount of time with no locking periods. You know, pull your bag out whenever you want. And you know, I just wanted to, you know, capitalize on our new new chain on Ethereum. And you know, we're going to our home turf, and you know, wanted to be attractive, very similar to how we were on BSC. When we debuted our staking contracts with BSC, we had higher APRs on the BSC. So it's only right and proper to do the same thing on the Ethereum. Give everybody on the Ethereum chain the same opportunity that everybody got on BSC when we debuted our contracts, because our APRs, I think, were like 150% on the token staking and like 500% at one point on LP staking. Um, my numbers might be a little off slightly. I think it might have been a little higher on the native coin, but we had very high APRs. We just you know, want to make it fair. You know, the BSC investors, you know, had an extended amount of time with, you know, high APRs, and now we're you know, launching another chain on Ethereum, which we did, and we want to give everybody the same opportunity,
So
you know,
telling
as
me
the BSC holders did.
you're telling me in 11 months you've given away $1.8 million worth of staking rewards, and this is something that hasn't even been
Get
bragged about.
No, we've been developing our APIs to actually pull true numbers that will reflect on the website. Um, but yeah, we're not like a lot of the projects they boast about, you know, the rewards they're giving away. Obviously, I know, you know, how many tokens are going in and how many tokens are being, you know, pulled out. But with you know, our new contracts, there we now have the ability to actually potentially track that data real time, that we could reflect it. But yes, we've not truly talked about it. This is actually my first time talking about that. I mentioned it to you, you know, I believe last week, and it's pretty impressive. We gave out $1.8 million in rewards, and that's not a small feat. Now, obviously, 1.8 million is dependent on the value is dependent on our current market cap. So obviously, if we go up, the value increases. If we go down, it slightly decreases. But yes, it's a substantial amount of tokens that we've given out. Just you know, um, as a reward to the community for sticking with us, and you know, um, development takes time. Security takes time. Things aren't done overnight, and we have to offer something to the community to keep them not only engaged and interested, but wanting them to understand that us as a project sees the value in our community. Because without the community, the project is just a project with no backing. And we want to reward our community members for being along with us for the ride. So we are doing that in the form of native coin staking.
You are
And
way too generous, and I just wanted to make it clear to everyone who's listening to this who might not be invested yet, might be thinking about it. Shibtoshi is a man of his word. He's doing this for the community. His generosity is proven over 11 months, and like we say all the time, he's just getting started. So do your research, but trust my word, Shibtoshi's going to push this thing to the very top.
Yeah, and I actually just wanted to clarify. So I just caught the 11 months. So in the last several months since September of this past year, we gave out $1.8 million. If we factor in the amount of tokens that we've given out since the creation of the staking pools, we don't yet have those numbers, but I can just say since September of 2022, we have given out $1.8 million in rewards. So the number is going to be actually greater than that once we factor in the previous staking contract and the rewards that were given there with our 500% APR on LP staking and
well, if that's
whatever
bullet,
the
I don't know
native
what it
coin
is.
staking. So
You are absolutely killing it, brother. I love it.
I appreciate you, man.
Ladies and
Appreciate you.
gentlemen, and this is why I am so hyped about SquidGrow. Mr. Shitoshi, bro, you're a fucking legend. Excuse me my language, bro, but damn. Hey, bro, seriously, everything that you done for the project, bro. Sorry, I'm here in the Argentina comic, and I had to come to the restroom real quick to kind of sneak in. I was listening with my AirPods, but I wanted to come in, say hi, give you a shout out for, bro. Like, no developer works. I mean, not developer. Sorry, CEO. My bad. Works and is on the Twitter Spaces, on the Telegram, so active and has put in so much of his own money into a project by you, bro. For that, you're a fucking legend, my brother. Seriously.
Well, thank you for your kind words. We're just getting going. So if you are thinking of me as a legend now, just let's see where I stand next year when we actually kick this thing off.
Oh man, I trust me. I don't really get hyped about a lot of projects, but this is one of the reasons I'm super hyped. You got Mr. Dane over here himself too, which I've known for like a very long time. And you, man, like a lot of people don't know a lot of your backstory, bro. But you're a big whale on the BTC and SHIB, and I mean, you have a lot of people know you, man, and not a lot of people know you, but some people don't know you, but they're gonna get to know you like really really well. And then once you put all the work that you want to put into SquidGrow, you're gonna be like a pioneer of new upcoming meme tokens and everything, because the ecosystem that you're creating, bro, is, man, I could keep on going, but yeah, I just want to come and say hi real quick.
Yeah, thank you for the kind words, man. And this is a game of chess, so we are thinking strategically and we are thinking ahead. So I'm definitely very excited, to see this through and come out and deliver on the things that we've said that we're going to deliver on, and even deliver on the things that we have not spoken on yet. Definitely a lot of development going on in the background. Very very busy, very time consuming, but enjoying every second of it. And thank you to the community for the ongoing support and understanding that some days I'm a little more active in the TG and others I'm not. Like, yesterday I wasn't very active. Launch day, I'm in the background just double checking and triple checking everything. I wasn't super active in the chats, but I'm there. Everything that all the moves I'm doing, everything I'm checking on, it's for the community, just making sure that everything goes off without a hitch. So even though, I might not be in chat, dropping messages or on VCs, I always pop in the chat to see what's going on. I might not be, active and talking and engaging, but I always pop in multiple times a day. So I'm always watching. I'm always here.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you, man. And thanks for the kind words, Daniel. We appreciate it, man. We love having you around. And Shiv, I can't wait to see what people think of you after that point, after another year, dude. It's going to be, this is just the beginning. They're just starting to hear about, our moves right now. We're just kicking this thing off. We just came to ETH 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Like we're just getting started. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for the awesome words. We are, like I said, going to have more regular voice chats, both Spaces and Telegram. So we're going to get a chance to hear from a lot more of our community in the coming days and weeks. And I can't wait to hear that myself and talk with you all. But this has already gone on for about 40 minutes now, so I think it's a good time to go wrap it up so those that are listening can understand what this contest is. You guys cool with that, Shipped up? Anything else before I get into it?
Yes, but I actually wanted to do my first public call to action to my community, and let's see how that goes. Guys, so, with everything we got going on recently and with all the movements in the space, we've been seeing a lot of spaces on Twitter going on. And a lot of community members from other projects opening up spaces, entitling it that project's name, and just having hangout sessions. But what that's doing is it's popping up in everybody's feeds up above, SquidGrow late night hangout, SquidGrow lunch hangout, SquidGrow whatever, SquidGrow talk. And so I think that piggybacking off of what I've seen work very recently, I would like to have the community, if they have the time, to jump into Twitter and just open up a space with you and your friends and see if we can attract more attention and, obviously talk about the project, talk about, the community, just kind of spread the message of awareness. The project can't always be on Twitter, have with open mics and have VC ongoing, but the community can periodically open spaces and spread awareness and obviously continue spreading awareness of the project with your hashtags and posts and stuff. But let's try to get this thing circulating around the world. Let's try to spread awareness on a level that we've never done before. Trust and believe I will do my part on my side. But let's try to work together as we have been this whole time and spread further awareness. I'd like to start doing more Twitter spaces and spreading, opening up hangout lounges where we can just talk about not even necessarily, the project, just what are you having for lunch? What are you having for dinner? Just conversation. But let's title it SquidGrow. Let's title it, SquidGrow Hangout or whatever comes to your mind. Let's just open up a space and try to get it just taking over the algorithm on Twitter.
For sure. I think that's a good segue into the competition, Dane.
Perfect segue. All right, guys, I'm excited for this one. This is a kind of a personal brainchild of mine. I held a contest like this for a project about 2 years ago in 2021. I won't name the project, but we had some great success with it. I haven't seen anyone else do it since then. So it's kind of unique, and it's kind of like a twist on the usual biggest buy, last buy meme contest you see. This is a different way of spreading SquidGrow out to the masses. And we're going to call it the SquidGrow World Tour, right? This contest is going to go on for 1 week, starting at the end of this call. And basically your task is to take a picture of the SquidGrow logo in the wild. And what I mean by that is in the most creative, awe-inspiring, scenic, iconic, cool, or beautiful place you can think of. You're going to go out there, you're going to take your phone or tablet, or you're going to take a printed out copy of our logo, and you're going to take a picture of it in one of those places. And basically the rule is this. You just have to make sure the logo is visible. You just have, and do not bot your post on Twitter, by the way. Aside from that, You take that picture, you upload your image, you describe it a bit. You're going to tag 3 friends, and you're going to use the hashtags that we specify. And from there, what I envision with this is that we're going to have tons of really cool places all over the world where people are going to be flexing the SquidGrow logo out in the middle of. And it's at the end of the contest, our marketing team is going to be able to bring those together for a really cool collage or video and marketing material going forward that we can use for a long time. Just imagine if there's people that live out there in the Swiss Alps or in Egypt or in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa, or in their backyard in nature. Like there's so many cool ideas you can do with this. It can be your house, your apartment. You can put yourself in the picture with the logo, or you can choose to just take a picture of the logo, by the way. So I think this is going to be a pretty unique contest. And at the end of this week, we should have some kick-ass content. With that said, the first, second, and third prizes, we're giving away $2,000 in Tether to the first prize. We're giving away $1,000 to prize number 2. And we're going to give a $500 prize to prize number 3. And our team of mods and admins will select the winners at the end of the week. Give us a little bit of time to do so because we're going to have to dig through a lot of content as quickly as we can. And, even if you don't win, you're contributing very seriously to SquidGrow spreading all around the world for its world tour. And this is going to be content for us that we can use for a long time. So very excited about this. To recap what I've said, we'll get a tweet out as soon as this concludes, and we'll also pin it in our Telegram in case you guys aren't on Twitter.
Great. Thanks, Dane.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, guys. I think it's going to be pretty cool, man. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for this one.
Yeah, man, me too. These contests are always really fun. I just want to remind everyone that that's the reason that we do these things with the community. It's for community engagement and for everyone to have a good time. So just, a reminder for everyone to be a good sport and to be happy for those that in the end take the cake and get the prize. Like Dane said, at the end of the day, the reason that we're doing this is for exposure for SquidGrow, and that benefits all of us as a whole. So let's kind of get involved, get really excited, and we want to see some really, really cool shots.
Yes, exactly. And just to reiterate, guys, back to Satoshi's call to action. That is a very strong statement, he said. If we can all get out and start getting into voice chats around the clock, spreading the SquidGrow message, creating your own, as he said, I think it's going to help us trend a lot better. The algorithm in Twitter, it works in mysterious ways, but this is one we know works flawlessly. So if there's spaces going for SquidGrow around the clock, it's going to be good for us as a whole. So we're going to do our best to get on spaces and VCs as much as we can. But like Shib said, we do have things to do, so we can't do it all the time. So that's where you guys can kind of pick up that rope and run with it however you feel best to do so. All right, guys. Any final thoughts before we close her down?
Well, with that said, I thought we were gonna speak on something else. Were we not?
Yeah.
Gonna...
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Actually,
all right.
So with that, I think the plan is,
hang on, Dub. we are just teasing right now, and the countdown. Okay, all right, okay.
I wasn't gonna actually say it.
Okay.
Okay. So, following this space, you guys will notice that there will be a countdown timer in the main Telegram chat in the community. Actually, Dane, I'll let you run with this one. Kind of, hype it up a little bit for these guys.
Yeah. So when our contest begins, the one we just described in detail, we're going to put those stats up so you can see them. We're going to pin it, and right after that, we're going to start a timer to our next announcement. And this is a pretty cool thing, kind of out of left field, by the way. Won't reveal what it is right now, but we will start a timer to that. And so just stay tuned to our Telegram. You'll be able to see when that's going to come. And we'll most likely do another big voice chat to touch on this when we get to it. But we want to draw some attention to this because it is a pretty major thing. So, to let the speculation begin, I suppose, but we're not going to drop any hints. We're just going to let the mystery sort of air out, and we will fill you guys in as soon as that timer hits 0.
Let's just say it's something that everyone can enjoy. It's definitely something that yeah, you would want. And I'll just leave it at that.
I like that.
Yep, very exciting times ahead for us, guys. So, thank you for being with us on this journey. I mean, obviously, the project as a whole wouldn't be where it is at this current state in time without the support of the community. You every day you're in the chats, you're spreading awareness, you're dropping the hashtags, you're telling your friends, you're talking about it. And you keep the chats very positive, very friendly, very welcoming, and that's very important. To the newcomers that are just stumbling across our channels. Nobody wants to see hostile Telegram chats. We're always very positive, and asking questions is fine. There's nothing wrong with somebody coming in and asking questions. We're always very welcoming, and I commend everybody in the community for that.
Thanks, Shib. All right, Dane, are we going to wrap it up there?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and close it down. Thanks, everyone, for coming out and listening. We're looking forward to talking with you more throughout the week, and we'll get that timer started now and this contest going. So until next time, let's fucking grow.
Look forward to seeing you all again soon. Let's grow. See you guys.
Talk soon, guys.
See you guys.